Well, hello. My name, if you don't know, is Geetar I'll. And I'm sorry that, my face is kind of cut out, but with the equipment that I'm working with right now, I gotta use my phone to record, which is completely fine. And I sit on the floor because I have no stand or anything that works to keep it up, so I can come sit up somewhere, like sit on a chair or something. But so we're gonna be sitting on the floor for every time we record YouTube until I buy a stand or something. Which who knows when that's gonna be. Alright, anyway, welcome to the video. So what I wanted to do is make a new series, I guess you could say. I don't know how long it's gonna go for. Planning for a while. But basically I want to work on my improvisation on the guitar. And I'm not, I'm not too good at it right now. I've been playing guitar for about a year and a half, so I'm working on it, and I wouldn't say I started really improving until like a few months ago. But now, because I do it every now and then, but now I want to actually lock in on it. So I figured I should make it a series on my YouTube, so that when I have 20 of them posted down the road, then I can look at my first one and see the progress I've made as I've made these. And they're also to help anybody else who is playing the guitar or anything. I don't know, I'm just gonna be really playing around with it. If there's any cuts in the video, it's just because I talked too much about something that was just unnecessary, irrelevant, because I'll do that a lot. I will talk and talk. And by the way, because I'm gonna talk for a little bit more just to explain everything. If you don't want to hear any of that crap, then just skip until you see my fingers freaking moving on here, and that should be where I start playing. I'm gonna try, unless the anything that I'm playing is terrible, I just think it's so terrible, then I'll cut it out. But if it's kind of bad, but I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I'm not gonna cut it out just because it's bad, because I want to see what I can improve on and stuff, and maybe it can help somebody else who's playing the guitar, who's trying to learn, see my mistakes and not make those mistakes. So just stuff like that. So if I do mess up and it's still in the video, then yeah, I want it to be in the video so I can use it to get better. Just watch it back later. I have a buddy, and he is very amazing at the guitar. He's way better than me, and he's been playing for not as long as me, probably half as much as I have, half the amount of time as I have, and he's way better than me already. Shout out to bro. Anyway, he let me borrow one of his guitar pedals right here. It is a looper pedal. Hopefully it's not backwards. Hopefully it doesn't show up backwards on the video, but it's loop 1, it says right there. Then you have, sorry, I'm blind, I'm trying to look. Alright, so you have your input there, so that's where you want to put in, you're going to plug in the cord that plugs into your guitar, and then on the other side, it's going to show the output, and that's where the cord that goes into your amp goes into. If you don't know, because I don't know much about pedals. I'm trying to learn more because they're really cool. If you don't know, then that's what it does. And you got this is basically the volume. You turn it all the way up, that's the volume of the looper pedal. And basically what it does, if you don't know, is like if you play something, like play like a little something. Like just, I don't know, that was something random, but if you wanted to just loop that, like just have that playing while, so you can play something else, that's basically what it does. And so you have that progression, right? So I went from the C, the D, and the G, however you want to play it, boom, 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 whatever, G. And as soon as, I mean, you can play it however many times you want. It all really just depends on what you want to do with it. But let's say you just want to loop it around one time, just play it once and then loop it. Then when you, like, as soon as you start playing, you have to click this with your foot. This button right here. So as soon as you start playing, click the button. It's gonna, this light is gonna show up right here, and this is the progress bar right here. So each one of these 4 lights is gonna light up as the loop goes, so it shows you where you are in the thing. So if all 4 of them are lit up, then it's about to restart. If one of them is, then it just started. And then, you know, if 2 of them are, then it's halfway, you know, all that. So I think it's pretty cool. Thank you, bro, for lending me this for a little bit. Anyway, we will probably try this out. I probably should just now try it out. I'll have to do this to demonstrate. Okay, so let me turn this back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try my best to loop. Hopefully it sounds good. I'm gonna turn that up. Most of those little licks were pretty buns, but that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like that until we're gonna figure it out, until we're just gonna play stuff until we can figure out a good style and stuff. We're just gonna see what I can play and what I can't play. So, but I was trying to do something there. That's also what I'm struggling with too, is, which I want to get better at, is whenever there's like a melody playing like that, that loop that I created, whenever it's something, I have trouble when I'm playing like a lead part to like match it with that rhythm. You know, like in some songs, like they'll go off and do their little, but like they'll come back, circle around, and like they'll play something similar to what the rhythm's playing, if you get what I mean. Like I don't know, I wish I could think of a song. There's a lot of really popular songs that do that. But I don't know. I want to try not to make these videos like really long, but maybe some of them might be. I really just mainly don't want to because, you know, my Wi-Fi is kind of buns, so it's gonna take me a little bit to upload this video anyway, even if it's like 10 minutes, which is okay. I'm mainly just doing this to see like progress and just to have it there for my friends or anybody that's playing the guitar so they can see what not to do, basically. And maybe if I shred some good licks out, then you'll see what you can use those too, you know what I'm saying? Like when you learn other people's music, it's not so much as you don't want to like copy them, but like you can take their lick that they play, their guitar lick that they play, and kind of like use it as inspiration. You can use it as inspiration and make something out of it, if you get what I mean. So like, let's see, like if you know Stevie Ray Vaughan, here, let me, it's like it's distracting me. Okay, if you know Stevie Ray Vaughan, I like him. He's amazing. He shreds on them blues. But what I see that he likes to do a lot, or at least in the Texas Flood song, he likes to play with this shape right here. And yeah, I'm not professional, so I'm not professional about most things about guitar, probably anything, but I will be one day if I gotta just keep playing. But don't, you know, if you're a pro and you're watching this, you might as well click off, because you're not gonna learn a single thing from me. But anyway, he's mainly using this shape in the Texas Flood, or at least in the beginning. So like he'll be like, you know, what is he? And then he'll play with this up here, like I was doing up here, because I was trying to play in C or something, so I was playing up here. But he plays that in G, right? Yeah, in G. So he, you know, he does that stuff. I'm just trying to do stuff that I'm not even ready for, bro. Anyway, use that shape. And you can just, oh yeah, you can just take that and just make stuff out of it. I mean, oh yeah, I also learned how to do the pinch harmonics not too long ago, so I love doing that. So if you see me doing that a lot in my videos, my bad. I'm just excited that I learned how to do it finally. It took me forever for some reason to figure out how to do it. So let us keep talking about the guitar, because the guitar is very fun to play. I love it. I'm coming up on 2 years now. if you're playing the guitar and you're struggling, hey man, I'm struggling too. Maybe we can struggle together. We can teach each other some things that we may not know. And hey, I believe in you though. If you're playing the guitar, you're struggling, or you're way better than me, I believe in you. You can do something great with that. Guitar is a beautiful instrument. And yeah, man. Or since I was talking about other art earlier, because of my buddy, if you do that too, you gotta keep going on that too. You can't stop. When you have a good idea, and you think you can turn that into something, but you tell somebody about it and they think the opposite, then if that's your friend, then probably should get a new friend, because if they think it sucks but you think it's cool, then I mean, I wouldn't listen to them. I wouldn't say you have to necessarily get rid of them, but like, I wouldn't listen to them. I would say just push through with it. Push through with your dream, your idea, because you'll be sitting there for a while like, should I even do this? Should I? This idea seems cool, but is it actually? Because everybody else says it's not. Well, who cares what everybody else thinks? I think you should do what you're thinking of doing, whether it's playing the guitar, or doing your art, or if you want to be a chef or something, or you want to be a lawyer, whatever the heck. If you have an idea and you think it's great, you think it's gonna go somewhere, then just do it. Just start pursuing it, because it's not gonna just come to you and be like, come on, let's go. It's not gonna even care about you until you get there, if that makes any sense. I hope that there's other people with a brain like me that can understand some of the ways I try to explain things. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, that has been happening to me, like with this idea, just multiple things that I've not gone through with, because other people have said that they would think it wouldn't be a good idea, or they just didn't have any energy in telling me that was a good idea. Like, I show it to them, or I tell them about it, and they're just like, cool, or something. And I'm like, well, dang, maybe it's not such a good idea. But I need to just change that around, because I mean, famous people like those bands, and like AC/DC, my favorite, Back in Black, one of their biggest albums, and they had that was an idea at first. They could have scrapped it and been like, nah, this isn't good enough. Like, if somebody told them that at the start, when they barely had the album put together, and they could have just scrapped that, but they didn't, and it turned out to be one of their biggest hit albums out of like all 17 of their albums, or I think it's like 17 or something, which is a lot, honestly, for a band, in my opinion. But anyway, talking too much. Basically, just don't give up on what you're trying to do, what you think is good. Oh, you know what I figured out? I don't need the pick for this. I'm gonna just set it down. And then I figured out, guys. I figured out how to finger tap the Black Ops 2 Zombies theme song thing. Hold on, got a little itch. All right. Oh my goodness. So first, I don't know how Van Halen just, well, I do know how he just did it so much that it just didn't even affect his arms or hands or anything anymore. But, and just other people like Randy Rhoads, some people sleep on, bro, from Black Sabbath. It was pretty dope. See, and then I just mess it up. Like, I could have made something. Nah, I'm just making excuses. I just need to flow. When you think about it too much, when you think about playing something good too much, then you're not gonna play something good. Is what I gotta remember, and what you gotta remember. You just gotta go. Basically, is what I've learned when I have played good stuff. You just gotta go. You just gotta kind of let your fingers do the work and not your brain. You know? Because if you're just thinking, oh, what can I do to surprise these people or surprise myself, then you're just gonna be thinking forever. I mean, you might think of something, but who knows if it's gonna be something actually good, or if you're just, you know, pulling things together to try and make something and it just ends up a disaster and just all over the place. But there's just so much stuff you can do with the guitar. I love it. And if you are really good at the guitar, or you aren't, but you know something that maybe I don't, then feel free to leave down in the comments something that you know that you would want somebody else to know. Even if I know it, I'm still gonna read it and appreciate you, alright? Because you didn't know if I knew it or not. But yeah, and I just want us all to help each other out. If anybody's watching and y'all play the guitar, just, if you feel like helping anybody out, and just, or how can I say it? Something maybe, if there's something maybe you learned recently or in the past that you thought was pretty cool, or any sort of like shape or licks or technique or anything, then feel free to leave it down in the comments. I'd love to read it all and try out any techniques that y'all are talking about or anything like that, look into anything, and I'd be happy to see how far y'all have come on y'all's guitar journeys. But one day, hopefully, I'll be shredding. No, I will be shredding, actually. I will be one day. And you will too, if you're playing the guitar. You will be. Or if you play the bass or anything, you're gonna be like... Is that what you bass players do? I mean, I have a best friend that plays it, so that's basically what he does. He plays it, with the fingers like that. You kind of like gotta rest your hand on there. I don't know how to do that. If you know how to do that on an electric guitar, then you're pretty cool. But I couldn't do that right now. Oh, you know what I should do? Just to make it a little fun for if anybody watches this series. At the end of every video of this series, I'm gonna try to play a piece of a song that I know. And if you know it, then you can put it in the comments and I'll freaking shout you out in the next video. Sorry, I'm broke. I can't actually give you anything for it, but I can shout you out if you want. Nah, I'll do that at least. But I'll play a snippet of a song, and if you know it, then put it down in the comments, man. It's just a little fun, something to keep us more active, and I don't know. You know those little activities that the classes do when you go to, it's your first day of school or whatever. They do the activities to whatever, bring people together. I don't know. That's basically what I'm trying to do with that. I just thought of it. It'd be kind of cool. Anyway, so I'll just play a piece of a song. If you know it, let me know. And if you don't know it, you can search for it, or you can, or you won't. I don't really mind. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can play the game or you don't. Here we go. You get the idea. I tried to play a third time, but it didn't work out. And my guitar might be a little bit out of tune, but that is pretty close. I think one of these bottom strings is a little out of tune, but that is the part that I'm gonna give you. We'll play it one more time slowly. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's all you're gonna get. Man, I don't know why that was hard to play, but that's basically all I'm gonna do for this video. Hopefully it doesn't end up being really, really long, but you know, these are just mainly for me to look back on. But if you do play the guitar and you're watching this, then I appreciate you, because this is probably the most all over the place video you've probably ever seen. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just a regular person, regular dude, trying to learn how to play the guitar and get better. That's it. But yeah, I have plenty of ideas in my head of what I want to do with this channel in the future. Other things kind of like that, where I just kind of look back on it. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool though. And what's the word? I hope I can inspire you if you're also interested in doing something like that. Make you a little YouTube channel, you know, just so you can just post little progress videos of you playing. You know, that's exactly what I'm doing. And then later down the road, when you have a few, or like you've been doing it for a year or whatever, then go back to your first video and watch it and then see how far you've come. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool for me. And if you think you would want to do that, but you're not sure, I think you should just do it. Anyway, enough yapping. Hope y'all enjoyed this little video. And hopefully we can find a better setup later. But for now, we're just going to be sitting down. Because see, like if I do it like that, you can't really see the guitar. So I just have to be like, hopefully my neck doesn't get stuck like this. I just gotta be like this. Well, I think that's gonna be the end of the video, y'all. If you liked it, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you didn't like it, feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you have something that you learned that you want me to know, also feel free to let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope y'all have a blessed evening or morning or whatever time of the day it is for y'all when you see this. And yeah, man, y'all just keep on guitaring. Geetar out.